Thursday, film on Friday, start the cycle over again.
Yeah.
That'll give you more time to
I'm with
figure things around.
I'm with
you.
You
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this the only reason why this came up. Oh, hi guys, this is the Michael Smith Show episode. We're just gonna call it episode 3. We're not gonna do part 2 of the part 3 of 2 because that's just weird.
So you've already done 2 videos.
Yeah, well actually I did technically 3 videos.
That you've already posted?
Yeah, I already posted.
Okay, so technically this is video 4.
Video 4, but whatever.
Video 4.
But this is episode 3, video 4. We're gonna figure it out. Don't worry about it. But the reason why here. Oh, by the way, this is Deanna Brownlow. This is who I've actually been talking about when I said the whole makeup and tutorials and
I will be doing makeup on my channel. I'll be doing makeup, lifestyle choices, advice, story times, the whole 9.
Apparently, she does not wake up like this.
Actually, like this, I do very much so because this is a day with no makeup, no nothing. This is just bare face.
She bare face and she's at least at 8. At least at 8.
I at least say at 9.
At 8.
You know, with this wrap off, I would say probably a 6 or 7.
You won't believe how many people
with these glasses off an 8. But with my glasses, my glasses and my wrap make me look. I feel like make me look a lot better without my makeup.
Well, follow me on this. You'd be surprised at how many people can rock the natural look.
I rock the natural look. I'm talking about if I get up straight up out the bed in the morning, no wrap, no glasses, no makeup, no nothing, full puffy effect. I give myself a 5 or 6 because I look kind of hick. I'll just be real. But as the day progressed, like once I've washed my face, you know, even once I wash my face, I go up. Once I wrap my hair up or do something with my hair, I go up. Just without makeup and my hair done, I'd say about a 7. With my glasses and my wrap on, 8.
It's like she wakes up looking like a solid 2, bro. Like she looks.
I do not. I pretty much look the same.
She looks like
I look the same all the way around. It's just the amount of puffiness in my face as the day progresses. I have a puffy face. I'm one of them people that gets all of this. It's like my lips get puffy, my eyes are puffy, my nose, my cheeks, everything is like look like I didn't just was held upside down and all the fluid was right up in here.
I wouldn't know. My point is, this is episode 3. This is Deanna Brownlow.
Episode 4.
Episode 3. No, this is episode 3. This is video 4.
Video. Okay.
Episode 3, video 4.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. All right. Oh, by the way, I love President Obama. Number 44 to Dare I Die. This is my president. This is I don't know who that new dude is. I don't know who that new cat is at all. And history will forget him. We gonna pretend like that shit never happened. Like that will be removed out of the history books. Hey, so what about that 45th one? What about him?
I honestly don't speak on the presidency because I didn't vote.
Don't stop that. But
I have logic and reason behind. There's logic and reason behind my decision.
Okay,
that'll be another video.
Another video for another time. We don't got. But point is, number 44 all day. We rock him. Shouts out to President Obama. He's dope. His wife is dope and fine. She's fine for like 50.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the foolishness at the bottom.
Yeah. Please subscribe to the foolishness. But no, she's like 50. Isn't it like Michelle Obama? She like in her 50s, bro. And she out here looking like the baddest thing walking, dog. Like God. Like, let's have a hand clap for Michelle Obama. Baddest chick ever.
I would love to see her without her makeup.
Man.
I feel like she would still be the same. Like, just as beautiful. And, like, whoever her makeup artist is, I give props to, man.
Props?
They have her looking beautiful. No oil shine, no nothing. Like, you can't tell. You can tell, like, it don't look like her makeup has been on for a few hours, you know, which every girl gets. Whether you have dry skin or oily skin, after your makeup's been on for a certain amount, you could tell. You know, either you get really oily or you get really dry. You can't tell that at all. It's like she just got off the makeup chair every day, all day. Like she just got up and was like, you know what? I'm ready to start the day.
How do you wake up perfect? That's bullshit.
Thank you.
That's foolishness. And your daughters are amazing. But shout out to Sasha Malia. Hope they do well. Hope they go out. Hope they make a great impact on life and liberty and pursue happiness.
Okay, let's get into the topic
that
you brought me here for today.
Yeah. I have one of the females' perspective here because I'm asking female questions. Because I mean I've always thought it was pretty sensitive.
Shout out to you being willing enough to come ask a female her perspective on the situation
Thank you.
and not just making those assumptions and speaking on the behalf of us.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I never understood that. How is it that men will go, and this is I think a mistake that both men and women make. Men go ask women advice to other men who don't know what the fuck they talk. What are these niggas talking about? I can't make this up.
I can't lie. I've asked my male friends for opinions on situations, but it's more of their like, if they were in the situation, I give them the full details. If they were in my situation and they were the guy and they did this, what was your interpretation? Like, what was your intention behind it? And then from there, what your intention was, what goal were you trying to accomplish? In order for me to make sure I make
the best decision possible, and vice versa. Because that's like, if you had a math question, you aren't going to ask your history teacher. There's a reason for that. The motherfucker knows history. If you ask a PE teacher how to do a chemistry problem, he probably ain't gonna know, because he's a motherfucking PE teacher. So if I'm a woman, if I have a woman question, why would I ask my brother? I wouldn't.
No, that's not That's not making a wise decision.
That's not.
No way.
That's not. And on top of that, I am very sensitive to female issues. I grew up with. I was raised by two females. Women in my family outrank us like 2 to 1. Like that's like 2 or 3 women for every one dude in the family. Like, it's ridiculous. Like we get overpowered. But shouts out to the Smith Holder family. We keep it down. And I just really want a female perspective on a lot of these questions. So ask questions. And I think my greatest attribute is that I'm willing to cast my ego aside for a greater cause. So I'm not gonna get up here and be indignant if I don't know shit. That's why you here. You know what I mean? And on top of that, you fine. Now here's the problem. Here's the problem. She may suffer now for a lot of female followers. See, she may suffer from pretty girl problems.
I don't think I suffer from pretty girl problems. Like, I didn't see and heard some pretty girl problems, and I ain't got no problems. I got regular girl problems, like average chick problems.
Chick problems?
Maybe even ugly chick problems. I don't know. But I know I ain't got pretty girl problems.
Pretty girl problems be ridiculous. Like,
they are. Okay, I'm going to have to take these glasses off because this glare is... I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can see everything that's going on in front of me with these glasses.
Bruh, we can see the future through
y'all can. You really can. And I feel like now that my glasses off, the focus is on my face more than
it would normally be, because we can't see the future through your glasses.
My face looks fatter, looks bigger.
No, we just took the focus off, or the glasses just took away some of your focus, because you had the Miss Cleo glasses. Like, we can see your whole future.
Miss Cleo, why they gotta be Miss Cleo?
Because Miss Cleo's
of all things.
I can see your future now. Call me now. Call me now, Miss Cleo.
It's not fair.
But my first question was about. I guess my first topic was about. I wanted to step in. I forgot to address this. Actually, I wrote them all down, but I remember them.
He passed me a snack. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna be snacking that shifting.
She's ridiculous.
I'm dropping everything.
You know what you can drop.
Y'all see what I do with?
I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to be talking about intersectionality, which is something I promised that I will talk about. Intersectionality, and honestly, I just want a woman's perspective on this. We talked about it earlier, but I really want our viewing public to actually watch it. All 8 subscribers to watch it. All 8. Shouts out to loves all 8 of y'all. All 8. I love y'all.
I feel like you should learn your first 8's name. Like, at least their handles.
Yeah, I am. Jay Lethal. There's Jay Lethal. There's Soul Fist. Shouts out to both of them cats. They were actually some of my first subscribers.
We can make 9. So I gotta go subscribe. I'm gonna go subscribe. Oh Lord, I can't English today, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go subscribe. I haven't got a chance to, because I haven't done much on my channel itself, but I need to go ahead and
but I guess my first topic will be intersectionality. Hold on, guys. I want to make sure that I'm getting my notes down correctly. So I'm going to be moving this over. Boom. While we pull this up. Pull this up. Pull this up. Okay, thanks. Oh, thanks, computer. Really appreciate it. Asshole. My computer is not nice to me sometimes.
Well, we offered to do this on mine.
No. My computer has pretty girl problems. Like, it wants to do things when it wants to do things rather than just doing what it's supposed to do. I'm not gonna get into this. It's ridiculous. Okay. First, but I guess the first thing we have to do is define intersectionality.
True.
Before we talk about
who don't know the definition.
Yeah.
Because before he brought this to me, I had never heard of this word. I'm not gonna play like I just knew. Because I didn't.
Because we did. Because I did. Hell, I'm still learning, and she didn't know. So I'm just asking. And I just really have a question. It's not so much me going in on it. It's really a question. Intersectionality, a term coined by American civil rights advocate Kimberly Williams Crenshaw, black woman, to describe overlapping and intersecting social identities and related systems of oppression, domination, and discrimination. Wow. Okay.
It's pretty much the idea that multiple identities intersect to create a whole that is different from the whole. What's the word I'm looking for? The whole main idea, the whole breakdown of what it originally is. So the whole baseline for the whole movement or the whole thought process, the entire situation, whatever the situation may be, it is the complete breakdown of those different structures and the different topics of what it originally was.
Yeah, it says these identities can intersect including gender, race, social class, ethnicity, nationality, sexual orientation, religion, age, mental disability, physical disability, mental illness, and physical illness, as well as other forms of identity. These aspects of identity are not unitary, mutually exclusive entitles, but rather than reciprocally constructing phenomena. So like she said, it breaks things down. It's just a breakdown of an overarching movement. Now intersectionality is also a term that was particularly not only a term by the civil rights advocate Kimberly Williams Crenshaw. Shouts out to a black woman. But it also comes. But it was a phrase coined essentially by the feminist movement.
Yeah.
My question is, particularly when it pertains to feminism, why I brought a female here? Shouts out to me, right? Shouts out to me. My question is, when it comes to the feminist movement, there's black feminists, white feminists, Asian feminists, Arab feminists, lesbian feminists, trans feminists, so forth and so on. There's a whole range
of the different identities of women that have their movement, and when it comes to femininity and the feminist ideals.
Yeah, within the feminist movement. Yeah, so there's a bunch. I can't name them all, but in that, let's say if I'm an agent of male patriarchy, I want to destroy the feminist movement, right? If I want to do that, wouldn't it be easy to destroy the feminist movement via getting these different personalities to fight against each other?
So are you asking a way to prevent that?
Well, I'm asking, is that possible?
Actually, I feel like it is possible. But unless they've made the right precautions. Now, if they haven't made the proper precautions to prevent that, then it should be pretty much easy at say.
Okay. Well, that's my question. Well, first question is, one, what do we think about intersectionality? So tell us your opinion on that. Two, is intersectionality a weakness that can be used against the feminist movement? And three, most importantly, what has the feminist movement done to safeguard against that kind of destruction? Because low key, that sounds like the best way to destroy the movement. Because I gotta make a reference to Captain America: Civil War for those who haven't seen it. I'm a big Marvel Cinematic Universe fan,
as am I,
and big DC DC fan. But I told you guys I was going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that next video. in Captain America: Civil War, who the villain for Captain America: Civil War was the most successful villain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, mostly because he came closest to destroying the Avengers, and because he got them to fight each other. So if they're too busy fighting each other, they can't stop him. Right? So I guess that's my problem, and I guess that's my question with intersectionality. If I'm an agent of male patriarchy and I can get black feminists to fight white feminists, and white feminists to fight Asian feminists, and Asian feminists to fight Hispanic feminists, if Hispanic feminists to fight lesbian feminists, and lesbian feminists to fight trans feminists, if I can get these people to fight each other, is it then possible for it to be destroyed? And what is the feminist movement doing to safeguard against that kind of attack? Is my question, I guess.
Okay. Your first one was my opinion on the whole thing.
Yeah, intersectionality as a whole.
Okay. My opinion and on the whole, on the topic as a whole within the feminist movement, I feel like it shouldn't be there. Or at least if it is there, it shouldn't be to the extent that it is. Because the whole purpose of the feminist movement is us working together, us coming together to fight for things that we feel we deserve, or the equality that we feel we should have. Right. And by allowing that separation instead of coming together, you have these different agendas that are being pushed, but at the same time, you're now all being categorized into the same thing. So then you have these people who are just like, well, yeah, I'm a feminist, but this is not what I'm for. I'm for this. And you have the other feminists like, well, yeah, I'm a feminist, but I'm for something else. Yeah. And then you have these groups that are now offended by a certain term or being called a certain thing, which they are, because there's so many different aspects of it. I feel like by them having these different dynamics and different groups, and instead of coming together, which is the original thing, the whole thing about the feminist movement is coming together and getting our equality, working together to achieve something, by allowing intersectionality to, I'm sorry if I did not say that right.
Intersectionality.
By allowing that to play a
whenever
huge
you want to say
part,
the word, just come in and say.
By allowing that to play such a huge part in the whole movement, you're now basically breaking down your movement and giving the opposing team, so to speak, an ability to break it down.
Patriarchy, yeah, like the agents of male patriarchy. Just
exactly.
Patriarchy.
You have the male figure. You're giving the others like, hey, we don't want you to break us down. We're not going to break down, but if we do, and if we can do it, this is how you're going to do it. You're pretty much giving the robber. It's like you're going to a robber. Someone who's going to break into your home. Here's the blueprint to my house. Here's the blueprint to my security system. Here's the keys to this bad boy. I trust you not to steal anything. While I try to put you in jail. It's not wise. No. That's just dumb.
So you're saying intersectionality as a whole is not particularly a wise thing.
It's not a wise decision to have with the feminine party.
Okay.
And what was your second question?
My second question is, with intersectionality existing as it is that a weakness to the feminist movement?
It most definitely is. It is 100% the biggest weakness to the whole movement. Because at the end of the day, we all have different things we're fighting for. But at the same time, we're still fighting for the same thing. Our basis principle is the same thing. So I feel like there should be a group, parties, either all the groups come together with people or representatives from what they're standing for. Kind of how we have the United Nations, they're representatives for each country that come together, as a collective to get things decided. I feel like it should be somewhat like that. A representative from each group, each subgroup, or whatever you want to call them, come together to find the baselines of achieving what they really want, their main key things of what they're looking for, the biggest things that they're not willing to give up on, and the things that they are willing to give up together. They should come with these lists, and they come together and set up a complete baseline on which they can all function and work as a unit. Because once you work together as a whole, you tend to achieve more than not working together at all. Like with women's suffrage, we all work together to get our rights. Right. And it happened. So now we have them. But us working in separate groups, separate things, and not at no point coming together, you're not going to achieve anything. You're just going to be bashed and talked about as stupid, inferior, or just women just wanting to do something because they have nothing else better to do.
Ooh, bars. Ooh, bars.
And then the best way to prevent it, which was your last
third question.
Your third question.
Yeah.
Saying what I said. Work together to completely remove this obstacle. This is the main thing holding us back and preventing us from achieving our goals. If we work together and we find ways to fix it and find a mutual and common ground to stand on. A solid ground to stand on that won't go away. I'm talking about a whole continent worth of ground to stand on.
Yeah. That
is not going to be easily destroyed or broken down. And once you have that structure, you can't break it. It's just like with a home. If you have a solid foundation, home building, whatever, you have a solid foundation on which you stand on, there's nothing that can destroy it. It would take literally the heavens to destroy it. Right. It have to be an act of God or act of nature to actually destroy it. It means it is at some point meant to be broken down. It will take a lot. And I don't feel like it's going to be a group that's willing to fully just go through that process to do it. And if it is, I mean, kudos to y'all because y'all worked hard to break that down. And y'all going to have to come with the world.
Yeah.
Boom, blow it up.
Okay. And that's wow. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Like that's brilliant. I'm going to give my opinion on intersectionality and what I think is the weakness. And well, 3 questions, right?
Yo, 3 questions.
I'm just going to tell you my take on it. Intersectionality, my opinion on it is I understand why it exists. I get it. Like not every, because I mean, yes, there are different divisions within the same division. Like just like in Christianity, there's different types of Christians, even though they're all under the umbrella of Christianity.
Yeah.
You know, Lutherans, Baptists, Jehovah's Witnesses, Christian non-denominational, they all exist under the umbrella that is Christianity. How? So I get it. I completely understand. I understand why it exists. I understand where the dynamic comes from. I guess my problem with the dynamic is that let me go back. Like I get why, and I get the fact that they are related to like the overlapping, intersecting social identities and related to systems of oppression, domination, and discrimination. Yeah, I get it. I completely understand how these things could come about. I get it. Get with the point. My opinion on it is, I understand the dynamic, but I think that the dynamic, if it's the focus of the movement, and it's not, and rather than it just being something that happens, it becomes the thing that becomes the focus of that feminist movement, then the feminist movement will fail. It's going to fail if that becomes like it's not a matter of if, ands, or buts. If that is your focus, you are going to be destroyed. Yeah, that's just what it is. That's just what it's going to be. If black feminists are too busy focused on being black feminists rather than fighting for feminism, they will be destroyed. And that goes for black feminists, white feminists, Asian feminists, Arab feminists, lesbian feminists, trans feminists. The whole group. Whole group. If you are dividing yourselves into those kinds of subcategories, it won't take much. It won't take much. So that's just my opinion on intersectionality. I'm not saying that intersectionality is bad. I'm saying I understand
I feel it's bad. I understand the idea. I respect the idea. And I appreciate that you want to have your individuality.
Yeah.
But I don't feel it's a bright idea
when it becomes the focus of the group.
Exactly. As long as it's not the focus, you can have it as much as you want. But when it becomes the main prerogative.
Yeah, when it becomes the main focus, yeah. Because like we were saying, you know, like we watched the Power Rangers movie together, right?
Yeah.
Each one of those Rangers were individuals, but they had to come together to fight a common evil. Yeah. But they let their individuality overtake their teamwork.
And that's why they were losing so bad.
That's why they were the first one. They couldn't morph, which was just bad. And then y'all getting attacked in the house. And then they're like, oh, we're gonna, or my personal favorite, we're just going to kill Rita.
Yeah, that's totally gonna work. I mean,
bad,
like,
possibly
it's not like the person who's training y'all didn't try this already.
Yeah. She's like, this person. He's like, yeah, both Alpha and Zordon, we tried this. You can't just be like, I'm gonna whoop Rita's ass, and you're just gonna whoop Rita's ass. Like that's just. Rita was the original Green Ranger. So she's mastered all of the abilities that is the Green Ranger.
So she can. And you, in a sense, are still the trainee. You still in your. You ain't even finished your 90 days. You ain't even got the solid pay, the benefits, nothing. You just got the title of I'm a Ranger.
In name only.
Got ability. Not power. Literally name and suit. All you got was the name and suit. And you couldn't even put the suit on.
You couldn't even put the suit on. Didn't Billy drown? Why? Because y'all are too busy trying to fight this woman as individuals rather than as team, and that's how I see intersectionality. So that's can be a great weakness. It could be if focused on. So that's how I feel about intersectionality. Can it be can it be a weakness? Yes. Yes.
100%.
Yes. Yes. The correct answer. Do us 2 + 2. 4. Yes. Yes.
But if you're so focused on being 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, you will never be 2 and 2, and you'll never be 4.
Yeah. Well, actually, the aim is to get to 4.
Yeah. But you're focused on being 1, 1, 1, 1. That y'all can't even focus on being 2 and 2, let alone
all 4. Yeah,
can't do it.
Y'all can't do it. It's gonna fall apart. So that's honestly that. And I feel like we're being overly negative with intersectionality.
They're gonna kill us for this.
They're gonna kill it. Like, I feel like feminists are going to destroy us.
No, they're gonna destroy him, and they're gonna try to come for me. I mean, you could try. I don't consider myself a feminist. I have feminist views. But I don't 100% consider myself a feminist.
I don't consider myself.
I don't agree with 100% of all of the feminist ideals.
Well,
I mean, yes, I can do what a man can do. Do I want to? No. Can I do it as good? Some things, no. There are a lot of things I can do just as good. There are a lot of things I can do better. But there are also a lot of things that I cannot do as good or just can't do, period. And I accept that. There's a reason that there's a male. You know what I'm saying? And you need to allow a male to be a male by trying to say, oh, they're not needed or they're strictly here for us to reproduce. Nah. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I'm sorry. I'm not killing a spider. That is what he is for. I'm sorry. I don't want to take the trash out. I can. Don't want to. That is what he is for. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do heavy lifting. That is what he is for. I don't want to build homes. For those of you that do, more power to you. But this girl right here, I'm not chipping his nail polish. I'm not doing it. That is what he is for. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not saying my job is to sit at home, take care of the kids, blah, blah, blah. I'm not that girl. That's not me. You know what I'm going to work, earn my keep. But at the same time, there are very many things that he can do that I cannot do.
And vice versa.
And I accept that.
And I accept that.
And for that reason, I'm prepared for the feminist to come out. I'm ready for you, boo. You can come meet me on my channel, here channel. It don't matter. Come find me.
Catch her outside.
Matter of fact, I'll leave my business email or inquiries in the description box. Hit me up. I would love to hear your opinions and your ideas. But don't come with me. Don't come to me with the whole drama. Come to me with facts and actual valid arguments.
Ooh.
And I would love to hear it. I would love to have the back for. If your stuff is real valid and you got some making some good points, I will give you my number and we can talk to this.
Ooh, she said,
I'll have you on my channel and we can do a whole breakdown of your argument versus mine.
She says she ain't about these hands. She says you ugly can't read good.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you have a valid argument, a valid reason, something
she says you ain't got no nipple.
You have actual facts and reasoning and you have legitimacy behind your argument and your opinion, I will hear it.
I'm gonna be destroyed, but not because I don't want to do those things. I will certainly leave all my information down there. You can certainly come and talk to me whenever you want to.
Hit that notification.
Hit the notification. Hit the subscribe button. My video is gonna be public. Blow it up. Destroy it. But the reason why I do believe that I'm going to come at hardest is mostly because I'm a man.
You're a man, and
like that's
you were born with
a penis.
A penis.
Like even if I fundamentally agree with the feminist movement, I don't necessarily know if I agree with all of that deals, but I fundamentally agree with the feminist movement itself. I'm not an ist. Like, that's the one thing. I will never be so in the ring with something that I lose perspective. Mm-hmm. Because I think that's what a lot of feminists do. They tend to lose perspective.
Let's get back on topic because we haven't happened to that.
Yeah, sorry about that. And the third one I already answered. Is it a weakness? Yes. No, the second one was, is it a weakness?
Yeah, the one was what it was. Is it a weakness? And how do we create?
How do we safeguard against it? You safeguard against it by not making it your focus. You safeguard against the dangers of intersectionality by not making it the focus.
As long as it's not the priority.
As long as it's not the priority. Now, once we win, once you guys get what you need to get, mm-hmm. then you can deal with different perspectives.
Exactly. Like, once you got a ground to stand on, you got that power, you can disperse it
now,
the way you want.
Now we can talk about lesbian feminists and where they fit, and black feminists and where they fit, and white feminists and where they fit,
the Asian, the Hispanic, the Arab, the whole breakdown of the different feminist groups.
But before we start dividing the world, can we save it?
Valid. What's next on the agenda, sir?
That's what I'm saying. Like, before, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that intersectionality is bad. Let me understand. Kimberly Williams Crenshaw, dope woman, black power.
I don't think she necessarily was.
However, she wasn't. No, she wasn't
picking a side on. I feel like she was more of defining what it is and the full breakdown of what it is. And I appreciate her on that because you're now giving a word to something that we did not. We didn't have a word for it. We knew what it was. We had an issue with it, or we had our likes, dislikes, whatever. However we felt about the thing, we just didn't have a name for it. Yeah. She put a name to it. She put
identity,
and then identity to it. She gave us a title on which we can stand on, so we can better fully be like, okay, this is what it is. It's called this. And he is Michael. I am D.
Yeah.
It gave a title, a sense of identity of what it is, essentially. And by her doing that, we're able to have the platform where we are now to speak on it.
Yeah, so shouts out to Kimberly Williams Crenshaw for that. Black woman. Now, second topic. Oh, my personal favorite. Some things that certain things I've gotten wrong, there's certain things that you've gotten wrong in this topic. That's the reason why. But she has failed uniquely. Her failures have been unique.
Okay, which topic is this, sir?
Relationships.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody had we didn't all call L's on that whole thing. W's? There was no W's. I'm currently single. I'm dating. But I am currently single.
I am single because
I just thought about my rings on my finger. These are just rings.
Yeah.
They're not
even on the right hand.
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
I think on the left hand.
Oh shit, never mind.
These are just rings. Those who know me know that
she's married to her ego.
I married myself. You see, I love myself very much so, and I got myself some rings. And I love myself. But no, that's not what these are for.
Because she thinks she's a bad bitch.
These are not what these are for. These are for my godson.
Oh.
My best friend, who has my godson. These were her original wedding rings and wedding band. And she hit 5 years. She got new ones. And she gave me these because she said I can have them. But initially what I want them for is I'm going to hold on to them. I'm going to wear them because, they're beautiful. But they are for when my godson finds a woman he's willing to settle down with. I'm going to take them, get them cleaned up, get new stones put in them, sized up and everything. And then I'm going to give them to him to give to the woman that he wants to settle down with.
Cool.
But until then, they're gonna be on this beautiful finger because he's only 13 months, and he ain't nowhere near that.
Oh.
So until then, I'm gonna be holding on to them, and they're beautiful. Look at them. Who wouldn't want to wear this? Who wouldn't want to wear these beautiful rings? Come on now.
I don't know.
I break them down. Today I just put them all on one finger because I was moving around and I don't like to get harassed by no good dudes. And usually when they see this, they'll leave me alone. And but other times I'll just break them apart. They'll be on both hands. It's kind of like. So
they're like the ring. So they're like the ring from Lord of the Rings. Like you put them on, you go invisible, but then you take them off. You take them off and see now. But when you put them on, you can see the eyes of Sauron and where he is. Okay, that's dope.
Pretty much.
Which, by the way,
they're my cloak. They're my invisibility.
The cloak of the cloak of invisibility. Harry Potter. Her Harry Potter.
This is my cloak.
Actually, dude, I love the Harry Potter franchise.
We're off.
But anyway, I can talk about my relationships. I have taken so many L's. I got tired of taking L's, bro. I literally,
I'm gonna be single for a while.
I'm gonna be single. I'm gonna be single until. Listen, if you talk to me, I can be single forever.
He's not gonna be single that long. He's a wonderful catch. He's a good guy, and I really don't see how you've been done the way you have. Because you literally worship the ground that your women walk on.
I've done things for a lot of for women that she actually does not like me.
Despise.
It took her like 2 years to eat off my plate.
Yeah, and I've known you for 3 years now.
Yeah. Well, 2 of those years.
Well, it's not even a full 3 years. It's about to be 3 years.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 years. Yeah.
I met you when I was 19, and I'm going to be 22 at the end of this week.
Yeah.
And I met you.
I'm not going to be here in this week because I'm going to be in Austin.
August when school started.
Well, no, I was there to be a volunteer. I was at.
But no, I'm saying I met you.
Yeah, you met me
beginning of my first semester at HCC. I was
tutoring there.
Yeah.
I was tutoring there.
And we've been friends since.
Yeah.
Since he just jumped in my conversation.
Yeah. But well, actually, I was talking to Rick, and Rick jumped into your conversation. Still having a conversation with Rick.
I think I was talking to Rick.
Or vice versa. I don't know.
I was already talking to Rick, and then he met Rick, and they met up, and Rick was like, "Hey, blah, blah, blah." They started talking, and from there, the conversation became what it was. I don't remember exactly everything we talked about because all we do is have conversations about random shit, like how we're doing now. The conversations jumping everywhere. This is normal.
It's normal. But my relationships, I have taken so many L's. Yo, I consider. Listen, if I can be single until like
if they giving out if the alphabet was something you literally hand out to make words, he's the sole creator of all L's.
Like L's all day. Like I can legit.
Okay, so what exactly about relationships are we going to dive into today?
First and foremost, let's first talk about interesting fact because my friend here. Well, not my friend, but one of my friends. He was one of my 1,067 Facebook friends.
Because he's very friendly.
You know who I'm talking to, dog. Don't look around when I quote you. Don't be like, man, I don't know who I'm talking about.
We're gonna use a different name.
We're gonna use
discretion because we don't need. Say this video goes viral. I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it won't. I'm just gonna. We don't need anybody tracking nobody down. So anytime we tell a story on anybody, it's going to be 100% different name. And if you know us and you know the story, or you're the person involved in the story, you're going to know.
And you can call us whenever you want.
Essentially, for Johnny Q Public that don't know nobody and don't know us, it's going to be a different name. Out of discretion and respect for the person involved, be it we don't like this person or not. Out of respect for their identity, have the right to not have their identity.
Yeah. We ain't gonna put you on blast.
We don't need no lawsuits.
My mama taught me better than that. I'm a survivor.
We don't drag nobody's name through the mud. So, go ahead.
That's just quote Destiny's Child, bro. That's just quote Destiny's Child. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, but when it came to when he was just like, man, I can't stand it when a woman says, man. I'm trying to refrain from saying the N word because I'm just
y'all N words
ain't shit.
Referring to the male population.
Where his girlfriend was talking about men. She was talking about him specifically, but he was saying it to him.
She was referring to the male. She was using the N word in reference to a male.
To male.
Okay.
N words ain't shit. I can't stand you. N words ain't shit. Okay.
We're gonna beep out the curse words because
Are we? I'm not gonna beep out the curse words. I'm gonna beep out that because that's
what if children watch your video for understanding and logic?
I mean,
viewer discretion advised.
Yeah, viewer discretion advised, but
save her behind.
Yeah, the viewer discretion advised. But if you're watching, if you're a kid who's smart enough to get to this video, then you already got good head on your shoulders, bro. Like you already winning. Like you already winning. Like if you are good enough to get on your mama's phone, on your mama's computer, type in this name, find this video, and listen to this video 42 and 17 seconds in.
Well, we're gonna do some editing.
Are we gonna do editing? I don't know.
We're gonna do some editing. I
don't know. But
this is kind of long. We might have to chop this up into multiple part videos, like part 1. Well, we can post them all at once, but I'm saying part 1, part 2, part 3 versus having someone sit here for an hour straight or more. Hearing our back and forth banter.
Really? That was my first video. Was like an hour.
I feel sorry for y'all because I couldn't do it.
An hour and 1 minute and 27 seconds.
Like I could barely sit there for the 15 or the 20 minute videos. Like got me.
Actually, the second video was 21 minutes. And 37 seconds, and the other one was about 35. Do that,
but I'm saying an hour long video. Or off topic.
Yeah, it was a bit long, but all my relationships have ended bad. Well, they didn't end badly, but they all have.
Oh, back to the topic at hand. Yeah. What is?
But when he says, but when he says these, when she says these N words ain't shit. Mm-hmm. And my question is, was she talking about all men? I personally don't think so.
I don't know the girl.
I don't know. I hardly know the girl.
From my perspective, I would assume not. I would assume she's talking directly to him for whatever he did. Yeah. Because I don't think she just said that unprovoked, just randomly said it.
I think
I don't know the girl. I don't know the scenario. They could have been having an argument and she said it or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get into that. Yeah.
In general, for women in general, I'm not speaking for all women, but for women for me, myself, women like me, or those who have thought processes like me, I don't think it was. I think it was more so about him and men like him that do whatever he did to provoke that response. Okay. If he did provoke the response.
Right. And that's what I was going to say. Like when it comes to women, they were having a back and forth argument, and then she was just like, "Man, y'all N-words ain't shit." Okay. But when she says y'all N-words ain't shit, she ain't talking about Barack Obama.
She's not talking about Johnny Q. Public. Man around the block, good dude.
She ain't talking about Johnny do good from around the block who taking care of the kids, going home, making love to his wife, or a woman, or just whoever, just making love to.
She's not talking to Johnny Good Guy.
She's
talking about Mr. Nobody Mr. Can't get right for nothing in the world.
Fuck boys.
She's talking about
fuck boys. Fuck boys. That's what she's talking about. She's not talking about me. She's not talking about, you know what I mean? Like
those that are
good messing
people. Up. She's talking about that dude that ain't doing right, will never do right, ain't made an effort to do right, and just don't care.
Yeah. So then when men say that when men say that they are frustrated when a woman says that, well, my first question is, what have we done to provoke that kind of response? Because I'm not about to sit up here and pretend
that varies woman to woman, man to man.
Yeah. But that may vary, woman, man to man. But what I'm trying to say is, if you are saying that a man is not shit, you are saying you cannot be talking about every man.
Yeah.
Just fundamentally, you cannot. There's 7 billion people in the world. Let's say divide that in half. 3.5 of those billion, 3.5 billion are men. She can't be talking about every man.
No.
This is physically impossible.
She's talking about you and the men that have been through her life
and has done her wrong.
Yeah.
For A or B reason. So you're not about to sit here and convince me that this woman is crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. And vice versa. When I hear a man say bitches ain't shit, he's not talking about Michelle Obama. He's not talking about people who are doing right. When he says bitches ain't shit, he's talking about that that no good, treat a man bad, fake a pregnancy, cheat on a man, cheat on a man, get pregnant, cheat on her man, get pregnant with another dude, then come back, have sex with that dude, and then try to trick him into the pregnancy.
She's not talking about the I'm putting my hands on you type.
Yeah.
She's talking about them.
Yeah, he's not talking. And that's what I mean. So
at that point, if she says that, I mean, if the shoe fit, lace that motherfucker up and wear it.
That's true too. Like, listen, if 15 motherfuckers are saying, "Hey, dude, you an ain't shit man," you might be an ain't shit man. I don't believe that 15 motherfuckers are lying to you.
For a relationship is, what is with the guy? I'm not saying this on all guys. What is with the guy that feels like he does absolutely nothing?
Okay. Because I know who she's talking about. I know who she's talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm speaking in general. I'm not speaking about, we're going to call him Mighty Mouse. Anybody who knows me, knows the story of this person, knows what I've been through with this person, knows that me, my sister, my family, we refer to this person as Mighty Mouse. That's what I'm going to refer to him as now.
Mighty Mouse, yo.
We're going to call him Mighty Mouse. And Mighty Mouse had a habit, a very strong habit of putting everything on me. Now, I'm not saying I didn't do anything and I was just perfect angel, because I have my flaws. He had his flaws. But in his eyes, he never did anything wrong.
Oh, so
and if he did, and then when he calls himself taking a responsibility, being a man, and apologize or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
He would flip the script.
Ooh.
And play victim, like, yeah, I did this and I'm sorry, but you shouldn't have did this and this and this and this and this and this and this, and this is why it's like that, and it's all because you did this and this and this, and I'm not wrong. I'm just apologizing because you feel I need to. That is why. What do you? I'm trying to understand what could go on
in the head of a man who does that.
Yeah.
In the head of a man who does that. Simply,
before you give your opinion, any of y'all feel like y'all want to give your opinions, leave them in the comments below. I would definitely be reading them, because I want to know. I would genuinely want to know from men in general. It can be from you, from all men, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have the wrong idea. Maybe I'm taking it wrong.
Yeah.
But essentially.
Yeah. You know the first question that you need to do. That all goes back to the man's past. And what I mean by that is this. Has he taken responsibility for anything else that has gone wrong in his life?
No. He has blamed it on everything. Like, if you knew what...
No, I'm not.
I'm going to do a story time on my channel.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you the story of Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
And y'all can click over and watch it. We'll leave the link to the video in the description box as well. We'll leave all the information from this video in the description box below.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, he never took responsibility for almost anything in his life. So why would he then start taking responsibility with you?
And I kind of wish I would have known that prior. But see, once you hit the story,
yeah, it makes sense.
The whole thing will make sense. I'm gonna give you the full rundown from the day we met to
when y'all
today to right now to present day at this very second.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you this. At one point in that story, he was dicking you down like there was no tomorrow. He was slinging pipe like
I'll just talk about that.
I know that's gonna come up. I just know that's gonna come up. Don't ask me how. Just know that I know that's coming up.
No, it wasn't.
He was throwing.
I mean, he was, but it wasn't worth it. It wasn't.
He was throwing that dick like Tom Brady.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Oh, he wasn't throwing good dick. Wow.
It was okay. When I could feel it, it was okay. Positions. It was okay in certain situations. Whoa. But not all the time. Not most of the time. Not even some of the time. It was just kind of like when I took control type thing.
So I gave him too much credit?
It was more so I was being dumb, and I've been out of the dating game, the relationship game for a minute prior to this particular person.
Mighty Mouse.
And
we're gonna talk about that later, but yeah.
And I was just out of the game for a while before I got with Mighty Mouse. So I was, especially out of the game with dating, being in a relationship period with a guy. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Oosh, I'm sorry, but like I was saying, but I mean, my L's were okay. The first